Und damit ein herzliches Willkommen und Hallo zur verbalen Let's Play Fake Grand Order. Ich bin jetzt so im Simmerfix. Beim letzten Mal haben wir hier unseren großen Erfolg in Londinium gefeiert. Niemand anderes als Woodwars, den Anführer des Fanclans, haben wir hier bezwungen. Glücklicherweise nur dank Morgan, die ihn nicht unterstützt hatte, wie sie es eigentlich angekündigt hat. Sie hat hier definitiv ihre eigenen Pläne und Woodwars uns zum Fraß vorgeworfen. Mit der Hilfe von Percival konnten wir hier einen großen Sieg feiern. Und nun, liebe Leute, denke ich mal, wird unser Weg uns nach Oxford dann führen, wo wir die dritte Glocke läuten. Aber erstmal Aurora, die ganz schön diebisch ist und hier mit ihrem Charme hier eingelullt hat und uns auch unterstützt hat.
All the steers I'm hearing throughout the city must mean the round table army won. Now that all is established is firmly on the child of prophecy side, I can openly welcome Tori anytime. I don't feel a little bad about what was though. And I accepted Oberon's request to keep him occupied while the Round Table Army advanced on Norwich, but I can't help but wonder if maybe I went too far. Still, he was just so cute being all shy that I couldn't help myself.
Eher unschüchtern. It's not your fault, Aurora. Wood was lost because he wasn't strong enough, that's all. He took Morgan's faith in him at face value to a fault. He was also overconfident in his power as an A-ray. He should have taken the humans more seriously.
No, my darling. Even if it is just the two of us here, you still mustn't speak ill of the Queen. The wind clans here aren't just for show. You never know who might be listening.
You're right. I'm sure Cora would give me an earful if she heard me. Ist es Oberon? Nee, es kann gar nicht sein. Where's she now anyway? Isn't she your right hand?
Cora went out to greet the envoy from Gloucester. It seems Murian has a special message for me. I can't wait to hear it. Murian's always been on top of the hottest trends after all. She must be planning a very special event to commemorate the Child of Prophecy's victory.
What about you, Aurora? Are you going to accept Murian's invitation?
Well, of course. Murian is one of my dearest friends. I will be there for her. You'll come with me, too, won't you? I couldn't possibly go without my knight.
Good point. I can't let you fend for yourself in Gloucester.
Oh, goody. Then we have to find a lovely new outfit for you.
Oh, es ist Reader Bit, also red hair.
Usual armor would possibly terrify the other fairies. What about this dress, or maybe this one? I can't wait to see how adorable you be. Goodness me. You really haven't changed a bit since we first met. You're my precious treasure, the most darling princess in all of Britain. I love you so much.
Thank you, Aurora, but you're wrong. You're the most beautiful being in the world. Remember, I'm your knight. I exist only to serve you, not Morgan.
You're right. That's true, isn't it? I'm so delighted to hear you say that. But you really shouldn't say such things. You're misunderstood enough as it is. Britain is about to enter an age centered on the Child of Prophecy. You can't say I'm the most anything. Please, dear one, don't back the wrong horse here. Especially not when smog rain, it's near its end.
None of that matters to me. You're our only star, Aurora. I don't know anything about fairy trends or authority, and I don't need to. As long as you're alright, that's all I...
Are you? You really are still a child, aren't you? But then again, that might be the purest... make you the purest Child of Prophecy's characters. Please.
Es ist zu 100% Reader Brit, der hier redet. Also ich bin mir fast sicher.
Please. I'd love to know your thoughts. Do you think the Child of Prophecy will truly shine brighter than anyone else in Britain, like the prophecy says?
Sicher, liebe Leute, Mann. Denn wenn wir die nächste Glocke läuten, bedeutet das natürlich auch, dass unsere Kräfte weiter steigen. Lady Nocturne, you received an invitation to a ball from Murian of Gloucester. What would you like to do?
She wants stuff for a ball now, of all times. I see. She just wants to tour with the Child of Prophecy. She's still just as nice as ever, I see. Tell her, the King clan will not be attending. Besides, do you really think I'd be caught dead in a city full of humans?
Oh, understood, my lady. My lady, we have a report from the soldiers who have been monitoring the south. The Round Table Army and the Child of Prophecy have defeated Woodward and his army. The Round Table Army lost a fifth of their forces, but they've also been getting more than enough new recruits to make up for that. We expect them to finish training the new troops and go on to advance in about a week.
I see. So Wood was well a bargain, no bite after all. Alright, if nothing else, this means one of Camelot's walls has fallen. Tell the other officers we'll be crossing the southern border as soon as the giant cop finished training.
Whoa! Pardon, my lady. But I just can't contain my excitement. At long last, we're about to march on Camelot.
We're just getting things ready. This plan has been in the works for 1,000 years, since the last King clan put it in place. Make sure neither you nor the officers get ahead of yourself. Now, of course, if you're eager for a punishment that's simply out of this world, I won't stop you. Just make sure you're ready to be turned into a chocolate and skewered on my stiletto heels for at least 1,000 years first.
Oh, understood, my lady. Not a single one of the Northern Fairies will make a move until you say so.
So, those kids are really beat Woodward, huh? Und das ohne deine Hilfe. Monk's most powerful guard, the Ira who defeated the King of Moors and was way more trouble than at Tamlin. Nice job. I'm actually impressed. That's the kind of competition I'm looking for, Artoria. If you're going to compete with me for the throne, you have to be able to make a good fit of it.
Ey, ganz ernsthaft, Leute, der Unterschied zu Artoria hat eine Calamity ausgelöscht, hat Woodward bezwungen. Und was hast du gemacht? Du hast irgendwo in der Ecke gelurrt. Also, Leute, weil sie macht ja nichts, sie gammelt ja nur rum.
I'm back, Lady Murian. Did anything happen while I was gone? Ah, yes. Preparations for the ball are coming nicely. In fact, I just sent invitations. What about you? Were you able to handle the job, even on such a short notice? But of course, I haven't let my true colors show like Ned since Olympus. Between the bones crushing, the screams of terror, and the abject despair, I enjoyed myself immensely. Of course, it also seems Lord Woodward is no longer with us as a result, but it's hardly my concern. I'm sure the Child of Prophecy and the Chaldeans came through just like they always do. Much as I love the expression, it certainly does seem that a cornered rat will bite the cat. At any rate, are you quite sure you're okay with this? There's another clan leader gone for good. True, it's too bad about Woodward. I never thought he'd die in battle against humans of all things. But the Fang clan can still still alive and well. If the stragglers are hiding in Oxford, they won't be so quick to join the Round Table Army. They need time to regroup, so I'm going to give it to them. Britain's Guardians, the Fang clan. The one deterrent that will free us from relying on the Queen is mine. I'm not going to let the Child of Prophecy have them, much less an outsider from who knows where. Then, would you mind if I took a leave of absence for the time being? I've been very curious to follow up on the lead Lord Oberon gave me about dragon remains, you see. I do mind, but I also understand. I would have liked to talk with you more, but that's really not why you came to Britain, is it? So, as your friend, I won't try to stop you. Good luck on your search. Still, do try to come back as soon as you can, okay? I can't wait to hear all the horrible good news. But of course, I always make it a point to no waste my time.
Da haben sich zwei gefunden. Zwei Sadisten hier in einem. Never trust a Sakura face. Er lebt noch! You can't kill me. You can't kill me. Who the hell you think I am? I'm the son of the Grand Duke Wayseed Runic. I'm the warrior who defeated the King of Moors in the war. I'm the pride of the clan that has protected Britain alongside High Queen Monk longer than anyone. There's no way I could be defeated in a trifling battle like that. My wound refused to close. That angel impossible. No, it wasn't just him. That fairy Garrett's responsible for this. How did her lance manage to pierce me? The only possible explanation is... Also sie kann definitiv in die Zukunft sehen. No, it's not just that. Rarebit Aurora's escort. If he's allied with the Round Table Army, then...
You deserve better, what was. As the High Queen's personal guard, you've seen it for yourself, right? High Queen Morgan has changed over the last 2 millennia. First she brought in the Tamlin. Then she adopted a fairy girl from who knows what clan, and now she's chosen an outsider and a human at that as her husband. Personally, I've always thought you would be a perfect partner for her. Now I feel like such a fool for stepping back to let your relationship with her flourish.
Aurora, do you really mean that? I always thought you despised me.
Oh, silly. Why would I ever despise you? You're a hero. You saved Britain from disaster countless times. Of everyone on the 6 clans, you're the closest to the primordial fairies. There's not a fairy out there who doesn't admire you, but you swore loyalty to the High Queen. It wouldn't be right for a fairy like myself to come between you and Her Majesty. Still, I never stopped thinking of you as the one who has truly kept Britain safe for all these years. I don't know what Einzel was thinking with that prophecy. It can't possibly be true. The true king of Britain is neither High Queen Morgan nor the child of prophecy. It's you, Woodward. You're the one who truly deserves to be our king.
Alter Mann, sie hat ihm schon sehr viel Honig um das Mäulchen hier gestopft. Das war schon fies. No, they can't be. Aurora of the fairies would never betray me. Red Rabbit must have gone over to the enemy's side on his own. Yes, he always was one odd one. That's it, I can go to Salisbury. I'm sure Aurora will put me up there. Now that I've been defeated, I'm sure Oxford will soon be occupied. But once I've recovered from my wounds, it's all. I'll go back there and give the Round Table Army the thrashing they deserve. I'm Woodward, the head of the Fang clan, and the strongest warrior in all of Britain. We don't need the Tamlin. If I kill them all myself, High Queen Morgan will see that I'm the one to... Ah, please. That's never going to happen, Woodward. What kind of chick do you think the thing's gonna take you in after you had your ass handed to you this miserably? Beryl Gut, what are you doing here? Have you come to laugh at me? What? You think I have time for that? Ha! I swear you have got musket for days, but nothing between your ears. That's right. That's why Morgan lost all faith to you. When you're gonna get through your fake skull that you're yesterday's news? What are you saying, you bastard? No, never mind. Shut up, just shut up! You're wrong, Her Majesty would never... You still don't get it. Here, let me spell it out for you why Possible was able to sneak up on your forces. The High Queen never sent any reinforcements. And overgrown mutt who can't do what he's told and goes sniffling around other women is an obstacle, not an asset. You were cut loose just like the Round Table Army. Stop it! Stop it, Her Majesty! She would never... Now, Tristan, do it.
You got it.
Alter, nein, Alter. Nee, es tut mir leid, ich fand Woodward war ein cooler Bösewicht. Das ist so ein Mischstück. Ich glaube, ich burn sie. Meine MP5 Bauer. Alright, ready to go, Lady Spinner. That was perfect. I knew you had the makings of a witch in you. You pulled off a granny's old curse like it was nothing.
Really? I'm glad to hear that, but also kind of not. Whatever I just did, it feels super gross. I don't think I wanna do that again.
Don't worry. You can't. It was a secret art. You can only cast it once in a lifetime. Cause casting it literally rots your soul. If you want to try it out, best you let someone else do it. Now here, let me have that, princess. It's still beating pretty strong, right? That's not the kind of thing you should be carrying around with your beautiful fingers.
Okay, I really like the way your things feels, but if you insist. What is it anyway? What was liver or something?
Sein Herz, oder? Oh, something like that. Remember when I told you about how proper human history witches can turn into animals? There's a lot of pieces that go into that spell, and it's not the kind of thing you can cast in one day. Verwandelt sich in ein Monster. Also schon eins, aber dann auch in äußerlicher Form. But where there's a will, there's a faster way. Like so. It's not easy collecting and eating the parts of creatures you want to become, but it's definitely the quickest way. Alles ist richtig kacke. Nee, es hat mir jetzt gar nicht gefallen, das Kapitel. Ich fand das mit Woodwars, fand ich echt dumm, wie der hier zu Ende gegangen ist. Und ich dachte echt gesagt, dieses Ding, was auch hier Portion gefressen hat, kommt jetzt hier wieder. Aber Leute, boah, Leute, man will man nicht mögen kann. Das ist das widerlichste Geschöpf ever. Naja. Ladies and Gentlemen, wir sind wieder in meinem Mesh-Flashback. Und, sind wir mal gespannt. Avalon le Fae Fragment. Wie weit unser guter Asek hier vorangeht, ob wir hier ihren König treffen werden, den sie hier krönen will. Aber davor wollten wir hier in das Loch hinabsteigen und das wird definitiv interessant. Ace, the Saber, Actor, the Art of the Black Knight, Tortorot, the Tamlin, and Mesh, the mysterious shield knight who claimed to have come from 2400 years in the future. Together these four companions traveled the land of Britain, not free of clan warfare as they made their way toward the pit. The year was Fae Era 400, about 6 months before the coronation was to be held in Londinium.
So, you haven't actually been reborn several times then, Asek. You've just been alive for a really long time. That's right. Whenever I banished a calamity, I'd always hide out in a cave and rest in a coffin for a while. Let's see, I think I usually sleep for about 20 years or so. Anyway, disappearing like that, it's no wonder everyone thought I'd die in a fight. So, why would you hide away from everyone like that?
Oh, warte, Leute. Castoria ist Asek. Es ist keine Wiedergeburt. Sie hat sich auch nur in den Coffin, in den Sarg gelegt und anstatt 20 jetzt 2000 Jahre geschlafen, um sich zu holen. Wäre das eine Theorie? Möglich.
One day want to show you with gratitude to saving them from a calamity. No, they wouldn't. I'm a caster. The one who channels the voice of paradise. Most fairies in Britain hate everything about me. If I'd stuck around banishing a calamity, I would inevitably end up being the cause of conflict. So I decided to overnight while I let clan leaders handle post-calamity politics. Haven't it? As in, literally sleeping all winter while there isn't enough food to go around. That's right. Plus it was a great way to recover the magic energy I spent banishing the calamities. But I won't have to do that this time. Things are going to change in Britain now that Ulf are going to be king. This will no longer be a world where people kill each other for no reason.
Wieso sagt sie Lostbelt?
The fact is that in the future, it's an era of High Queen is proof that the world must have changed.
Haben wir das mit den Lostbelts gesagt? Weiß sie, dass es ein Lostbelt wird?
Well, I guess that's true. The very Britain I knew was ruled by a single monarch, but still. Nothing's really that terrible in Britain right now, Asek. I know you said the clans were always fighting, but I just can't imagine that all fairies would be so aggressive. There's only so much land in Britain. These days, there's enough for each clan to have their own territory, but it wasn't always the case. The land of Britain is very literally made from and built upon the bodies of dead fairies. It only took the form it has now at the cost of thousands of fairies being killed every day in constant warfare. So the very conflict the clans fought over the limited land in the world created more land to live upon. For that reason, hiding and killing other clans become not just accepted but encouraged. Had it not been Britain, would this be as small today as it once was? So I've always tried to just prevent the calamities from wiping everyone out while doing my best to stay away from the clan wars. I see. Totorot also taught me how the Isle of Britain is made from the bodies of the dead fairies. I suppose I can see how that might make waging war to expand the level territory the end necessary, but why is it that Britain was small in the first place? In the world I originally came from, the Isle of Britain was much bigger than this. I can only imagine something strange must have happened long ago that made it necessary to rebuild the land with fairy corpses. Yes, I've wondered the same thing myself. Why did Britain end up like this? But I was only born 3,600 years ago, which I guess would be Fair 4000 from your perspective. And nobody ever taught me anything about what happened in the Fair 12,000 when Britain first came into existence.
Also das war nicht immer so, dass Feen gestorben sind, um hier eine Lebensfläche darzubieten. Irgendwas Furchtbares.
Fair 12,000. That's about the same time Olympus diverged from proper human history. Does that mean there's no British history that goes back further? Are there really only 12,000 years of Fair and that's it? Yes. That's I'm sure about. The records I only said as much. In the beginning, there was only the ocean, 6 fairies, a shrine maiden and a beast.
Wie war das mit Bestie? Ist immer wieder schlechtes Jahr an? No. How many times do I have to tell you? If you want to dye it yellow, you use onion skins. If you want to prevent the colors from fading, you use salt. Boil some water, dissolve the salt, and soak the clothes. We went over this yesterday. If you're not going to do it properly, then don't bother doing it at all. Just stick tying enemies up.
How did it go again? How do you use yarn again? And how do you get cotton to look nice again? I don't know. I just don't know. Why am I like this? Why can't I do the simple things? Totorot, I'm still up. Ah! Yeah, I'm up. I'm got to do tonight. I wasn't just practicing stuff or anything. No, what are you still doing here? Go back to sleep. Where are you? We are going to the pit tomorrow, remember? Practice. So you're not just picking up all the stools getting all around the floor? Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I have it all wrong, don't I? Let's see, I'm guessing you're in the middle of sewing something, right? That's right, I'm making a 6 coronation gown. She told me the humans at the castle that she didn't need one for herself, so I thought I'd make her one. Sing's the only thing I've ever been any good at. But I just can't do it. I've been trying it for months and I'm no closer when I started. 2 or 3 days after I hear something, I just forget it entirely. I can't do anything except stuff I was born knowing how to do. The Black Knight says all I have to worry about is fighting. But ever since I saw those beautiful gowns in the palace, there's been this kind of ache in my chest. I keep feeling sad and just wanting to cry for no reason. It feels like I'm missing something important, something I need to feel whole. So, I thought maybe if I could make clothes like human tailors can, I could figure out what it is. But I'm just too stupid. No matter how many times someone teaches me something, I can never learn anything new. I don't know why I'm like this. But I still want to try making clothes. Honestly, I'd much rather do that than fight. Totorot. Well, how about you try keeping a diary? Everybody forgets things sometimes, but writing can help with that. It can be just like taking notes. All you have to do is write what you want to remember. I know, because I keep a diary too. If you like, I'd be glad to share my tips and tricks every day. But I don't know how to write. And even if I try to learn, I just forget that too. That's okay. I don't know how to read or write in fairy either. But we can study together. Don't worry, Totoro. Even if your mind forgets how you write, your body can be trained to remember for you. The very fact that we are conversing right now shows that you're able to hold a thought in your head and put it into words. So if you can do that, you can absolutely put your thoughts into written words too. I promise you, that's something you will burn knowing how to do, just like your other skills.
Oh, schönes kleines Lächeln.
So this is the pit. It makes sense that Camelot wouldn't be built here. Are we going down there, Isaac? I'm against this, it's creepy. It's quite safe to the road. There are no moors near the pit, and all the other fairies always keep their distance. We won't have to worry about being attacked by anyone from the anti-Londinium faction here. All you have to do is keep hold of your thread while I reinforce it with magecraft. And all Mage has to do is hold on tight, so she doesn't fall to the bottom. Me? You want Mage to go down there? Then I'm going to. It's not fair to make her go by herself. I'm afraid you have to be up there, Totoro. There's no one else who can rise the lower thread after all. Alright, but then, what do we do? It's okay, Totoro. This did come to us as a surprise, but I'll be fine. I've investigated all rooms like this a number of times before. And I know your thread is just as strong as a solid wire rope. So, you don't have to worry about me. I promise I come back safe. So just watch over me from here. Okay, got it. You're really brave, aren't you, Mesh? Okay, Mesh, come this way, please. We tie one thread around your waist as a lifeline and make a foothold with the other thread so you can stand. There, that should do it. You should be able to talk each other through the threads too. So if you sense any danger, all you have to do is yell. Should the foothold thread come loose, we, by which I mean Hector, will put you back up with the lifeline as fast as we can. My enchantment will let Totoro extend the thread up to 8 kilometers, but you don't have to go all the way down to the bottom. All you have to do is reach a point where you can tell how deep the pit is, and what lies at its bottom. Remember, you're only there to look around, okay?
Obviously, there are only one of us thinking of doing more than just looking is you. One of these days, you really need to learn to stop attacking dangerous things the moment you see them. You're lucky you have me and Vernek. Nobody... Vernek? What was Vorgänger? Nobody else could handle their so-called strategies.
He's right. I didn't figure this out until Mesh showed up, but it's true. You take way too many risks, Isaac. Not to mention you're totally merciless towards our enemies. Oh, don't be silly. I'm just keeping things fresh. Still, I'll admit that I've been leaning on you all more than I should. After all, you always helped me make it through even the toughest battle with a smile. I felt like giving up so many times. It's not for all of you I never would have made it this far. Okay, I'll be back soon. I'm counting on you help me navigate, Isaac.
Ich tippe ja ganz groß drauf da, dass die Calamities da unten sind, die Morgen hier hingebracht hat.
I've been going down for 60 minutes so far. I'm 7 kilometers down. Still no changes in scale, and no signs of life, although... Is this ash? It's spilling up from the bottom of the pit. So, this must be where the ash I sometimes see in fairy Britain atmospheres come from. And if there's ash, there must be something burning. I wonder what could be down here. I wasn't expecting it to be this deep. Can you still not see at the bottom, Ash? It must be pitch black down there now, too. Are you okay? Are you cold? I can't see any light from the surface anymore, but it's actually fairly warm, that's sad. It feels like the air's getting heavier the further down I go. I'm only able to breathe thanks to Galahad's protections. 7,400 meters, 75. Still no changes in the pit. Can you extend any further, Isaac? I won't be able to see what's going on unless I... Wait.
Oh Marche! Lauf! Lauf! Tut das Zugraben!
I can see something down below. That's a red light. It almost looks like What's the sound? What's going on, Isaac? Mesh, get out of foothold. The threat is being corrupted. A fatal surge of magic elements is coming up from below. No way. There's enough cursed energy here in the Lostbelt to cover all of Britain. No, the entire planet. The place down there isn't of this world. Don't look in there. Or you Mesh. Oh no, she lost consciousness. Get out of there, Hector. I can't believe it. That thing at the bottom, it's Cernunos. But why? What's an insulting god corpse doing at the bottom of the pit? Wow, Mesh, you're awake, you're finally. Damn it, Mesh, you scared me to death. Totoro, please come down. Let me see. The last thing I remember was going down the pit and... I'm so sorry, Mesh. I was obviously being reckless, and you nearly paid the price for that. You're in Salisbury, a great cathedral now. We brought you here after you lost consciousness. Your whole body was covered with horrific curse when we pulled you out of the pit. My witchcraft alone wasn't strong enough to remove it, but with this land cleansing power and the power of the Wind Clan, I was finally able to dispel it. Now remember, I fainted when I saw that fire. Thank you so much for saving me, Ace. I'm the one who should be apologizing. I caused this. As for the fire at the bottom of the pit, that can wait until later. That's something we probably need to spend 10-20, no, more like 200 years resolving. I'm just glad we know what's down there for now. Thank you for helping us smash. Once Britain has been officially unified, I talked to Ufa about possibly solutions for what is the pit. Is this all you have to say, Isaac? Mesh almost died, you know? I know, but there's nothing else I can possibly do to make this up for Mesh right now. I've never studied any magecraft that could send her back to the future. Oh no, please don't worry about me. I was interested in what's at the bottom of the pit too. In Fairy Britain, people just treat the pit as something that's always been there. But when you think about it for even 2 seconds, it's obviously strange that there's a giant hole in the middle of the island. Honestly, ich dachte mir, das ist ein Gefängnis, ist irgend sowas. I've honestly thought it was weird that nobody investigated all these times. Should the pit still around in the future? Nobody ever filled it in? Well, given how deep it is, I'm not surprised. For all we know, it may even be bottomless. And since unlike the Spear of Selection, it does seem like something that can be sealed away.
Wieso ist der eigentlich verschlossen, der Spear of Selection? Gute Frage.
I don't think we have much choice but to keep an eye on it for a while. Huh? The Spear of Selection? Do you mean the Staff of Selection? Now that you mention it, I'm surprised you don't have the Staff of Selection despite being the land savior-esque. Did you lose it or somewhere? I've heard of the Staff of Selection, but no, I don't have the Spear of Selection any longer. The implements of selection came to Britain along with me when I first washed up here from my homeland. But I'm afraid my feelings corrupted them, making them unsuitable. So I had them sealed away inside the cathedral. Man, what a waste! The garden and spear used to be Ace's trump cards. The garden was a bounded field that could trap nightmares, and the spear was a weapon that could damage any fairy it touched. But then, during the last calamity, the fairies behaved so badly that Ace got super mad at them. And they caused the nature of the spear to turn away from what it should be. If you don't mind my asking, could you tell me what makes these weapons so unsuitable? How can I put this? The spear itself is still as strong as ever, but when it turned, its restraints were removed, and its capability to recharge kind of went haywire. Basically, the Spear of Selection no longer uses its wheeler magic energy to power its attacks. Now it does so by feeding on the life force, well, the youth really, on its wheeler.
Oh, nun wissen wir, wieso Percival gealtert ist. Obwohl graue Haare zu schwarze Haare würden sich wahrscheinlich viele wünschen. Okay, Leute. Das haben wir ein bisschen überzogen, aber es ist, glaube ich, auch ein sehr interessanter Part wieder gewesen. Wir machen jetzt an dieser Stelle erstmal einen kleinen Cut und beim nächsten Mal geht's weiter mit Fake Grund. Vielen Dank fürs Zuschauen. Bis zum nächsten Mal.